Per square meter, knowing very well that we had to have a starting point.
Ano ho ba naman ang presyo na ipinagbibili ninyo dun sa old and new Sampaloc Market na gustong kunin ng LRTA?
At that point, benta na namin yung kabila.
Magkano ho ninyo binenta yon?
Benta po namin ng 155 million pesos.
At more or less, magkano ang per square meter lumalabas?
Hindi ko na po maalalaman yun dahil binili po nila yung lock, stock and barrel kasama po yung lumang palengke na bubong at merong mga stall sa loob. And alam ko naman hindi naman nila gagamitin yun dahil gigibain nga nila yun. Pero pinresyohan ko ng presyo hindi binibenta para ma-delay ng konti. Nagbayad agad umuo at nagbayad. So that placed me in another predicament. I have to now get hold of the property that we are eyeing.
Alam ho ba ninyo, humugit kumulang kung ano lumalabas ang presyo per square meter noong old and new?
Ang prevailing prices po doon, sapagkat namimili ang LRT, alam ko we knew what the LRT people were doing in the area and they were buying properties to accommodate their requirements. The prevailing prices there were between 45 to 50,000.
Okay. Gaano po ba kalayo itong dalawang lupa na ito? Itong old and new Sampaloc Market at saka itong lupa ng Basa Guidote Enterprises?
Across the street lang po yan. Yung palengking luma, nasa harapan nitong Basa property. Kaya lang, nasa loob ng konti yung old market. May setback po. Yun ang kinaroroonan ng Legarda Station ngayon. Central Station.
Nasabi po ninyo na yung Legarda Market o Sampaloc Market ay merong bubungan. Ano ho ba naman ang nakatayo doon sa Basa Guidote na lupain?
Meron pong gusali na nakatayo. Lumang gusali na merong mga ilang tenants sa second floor at meron pong mga commercial activities sa ibaba. Kaya ito sa combination of a residential and commercial use.
Mukhang napakababa naman ho ang turing ninyo sa lupa ng Basa Guidote. Bakit ganoon?
Mr. President, talaga pong medyo kilala kami nung panahon namin. Kami, nagbebenta po kami ng lupa ng gobyerno, sky high. Pagka kami naman ang bibili ng lupa ng pribado, lalo't-lalo na para sa public use, ng kailangan ng lungsod, talaga rock bottom. Kami tinagurian ng lahat ng pangalan. Barat kung barat, pero nakukuha po namin sa tamang presyo.
Pagkatapos ninyong sinulatan ang Basa Guidote noong Nobyembre 28, 2000, ano ang nangyari?
Noong 2000, nung pinadala na yung sulat, doon nag-responde na po yung may-ari. Dumating sa opisina, humingi ng appointment po yung si Mrs. Cristina Corona at aking po naman agad na in-schedule. Kaya nagkita kami for the first time.
Saan ho kayo nagkita?
Sa opisina ko po.
Ano ang pagpapakilala sa inyo ni Ginang Cristina Corona?
Silang araw po yung kinatawan ng may-ari ng lupa at handa na po sila makipag-usap. Dahil nabasa na nga yung letter namin with finality that we are going to expropriate. We are going to file the necessary case. At medyo may pakiusap ng konti. Huwag naman nyo munang madaliin. Huwag nyo munang tuloy ang kaso sapagkat baka naman meron tayong mapagkaisahan na fair price. Hindi po naman kami kumukontra. Yun ang kanilang purpose for the meeting. To let us know that they were not against, but they were after a fair price.
Sinabi ho ninyo na ang sinabi ni Ginang Cristina Corona ay sila ang kinatawan ng Basa Guidote Enterprises. Meron ho ba siyang pinakitang magpapatibay sa kanyang sinabi?
Yun po aking unang-unang tinanong. Sabi ko, paano po namin malalaman na kayo ang authorized representative of the corporation? Because we are talking to the corporation and you are saying you are the authorized party. She submitted to us a certification of a board resolution stating very clearly that the corporate board assigns certain Cristina Corona to act for and in behalf of the corporation and to negotiate and to even accept payment for whatever agreements that we may arrive at. So that was sufficient to continue meeting with Mrs. Corona to discuss the details of the purchase.
Pinapakita ko po sa inyo isang notaryadong secretary certificate na may petsang Hunyo 19, 1987 na ginawa ni Asuncion Basa Rocco, Corporate Secretary ng Basa Guidotti Enterprises. Ano ho ang kaugnayan nito doon sa sinabi ninyong certification?
Ito po yun eh. Ito po yung ipinakita sa amin at amin tinanggap na authorization ng pagkatao ni Mrs. Corona to continue talking to the city government.
May we request, Your Honor, that this letter dated February 13, 2001 be marked as Exhibit 232.
Mark it accordingly.
Okay, there appears a signature below that letter under the words received original. Whose signature is that?
Pirma po nung Secretary to the Mayor. Siya po ang tumatanggap ng mga communications.
And who is he?
Attorney or Secretary Emmanuel Sison.
Pagkatapos na matanggap ninyo yung pagsang-ayon ng Basa Guidotti Enterprises, ano ang nangyari?
Nung pumayag na po sila, natapos yung negosasyon. Kami po naman pinatakbo namin yung proseso ng consummation. The necessary deed of sale was directed by us to be prepared, and our city legal office went into action at gumawa na po ng draft deed of sale.
I'm showing to you a copy of a deed of sale which we would like to mark as Exhibit 233.
Mark it accordingly.
Is this the deed of sale that you refer to?
Opo.
What's the date of that deed of sale?
This deed of sale is dated March 26, 2001, Your Honor.
Between whom?
March 26.
Between whom?
Ano daw? Between the City of Manila and Basa Guidotti Enterprises.
Opo.
Okay.
Namarkahan na ba?
Mark it accordingly.
Okay. May we make of record that this deed of sale consists of 5 pages and that the original of this deed of sale will be presented by the next witness, Your Honor.
The original is counsel.
Yes.
The original is
With the next witness, the acting custodian of records of the City of Manila, Your Honor.
that ought to be in the registry of deeds.
No, Your Honor. I think the original is still with the acting records custodian of the City of Manila, Your Honor.
Not registered.
I'm not very clear about that, Your Honor, but it seems that the deed of sale has not yet been registered.
Okay.
But I'm not sure about that, Your Honor.
Proceed.